The next topic is how many Delhis before Delhi, meaning to say that before Delhi took its final shape, how many more Delhis had actually occurred there. For that you must know that 14 capital cities had emerged in the 60 square miles on the banks of river Yamuna. So, before this final shape took place, many Delhis were built and rebuilt. And we have to first of all understand about one particular city of Delhi, that is Shahjahanabad. About Shahjahanabad, this was indeed a magnificent town built by Emperor Shah Jahan, and it started getting built in the year 1639. We see that it had beautiful red fort or Lal Killa, and also towards the west of Shahjahanabad was a walled city which had 14 gates, and here the Chandni Chowk and Faiz-e Mohalla had streets which were broad enough for a royal procession to pass. Besides, there were densely packed mohallas where people and more people were residing. Then the biggest building at that time at Shahjahanabad was the Qutub Minar. Of course, there were numerous dargahs, khanaqs and also eidgahs at Shahjahanabad. Dargah is in fact a tomb of a Sufi saint, a khanaq is a Sufi lodge, and a eidgah is an open prayer hall. We see that Shahjahanabad also boasts of open square, and it had cul-de-sac, that is a street with a dead end. Owing to all this magnificence which was there in the city, Mir Taqi, the poet, clearly said that the city of Delhi and its streets are not mere streets. They are like the paintings in an album of a poet. But of course, every city has certain drawbacks, and Delhi also had its own drawbacks. Here we see there was wide division between the rich and the poor. That is, there were havelis and mansions, and there were people living in very bad conditions. Besides, whenever there was an important gathering or a function or a cultural seminar, it was just attended by the men. Besides, we also see that Delhi, of course, whenever a procession took place, turned into something very bad, and that was disturbance. And this religious disturbance which took place took a bad shape in itself.